Okay, so we're in New London, Connecticut with police officer Julio Gil Martinez, and the police department says, rest assured, they're going to do something about it. And then, well, this is where we're at. New London police officer arrested for domestic violence. New London, Connecticut. An officer with the New London Police Department has been placed on paid administrative leave after he was arrested for domestic violence. New London police say that on Thursday at 5 o'clock p.m. a victim arrived at the Waterford Police Department to report a domestic violence incident that originally occurred in New London. The same day, Julio Gil Martinez, 29, of New London, arrived at the New London Police Department to also report a domestic violence incident. Gil Martinez, who became an officer in New London in 2023, was charged with threatening in the second degree, assault in the third degree, strangulation in the second degree, unlawful restraint in the first degree, and interfering with an emergency call. We want to assure the public that this matter is being investigated thoroughly and impartially, says New London Chief of Police Brian Wright. Our department is deeply committed to supporting victims of domestic violence. We want to emphasize that we are here to provide assistance and resources to anyone affected by such incidents. We encourage victims to come forward and seek help, knowing that their safety and well-being are our top priorities. Are they? The Office of the State Attorney, New London Judicial District, and the New London Police Department are investigating this incident. Gil Martinez's bond is set at $75,000. Okay, well, they want everybody to rest assured. Here's what.
By just as charges. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones live. London police officer is expected to appear before a judge. He's facing multiple domestic violence charges. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones live in New London, right outside of the police department there. So, Marcy, what can we expect from court today? Good morning. Well, we know that 29-year-old New London police officer Julio Gil Martinez is on paid administrative leave. Meanwhile, he's facing multiple charges, including assault, threatening, as well as unlawful restraint and strangulation. A Facebook post by the New London Police Department reveals Gil Martinez has worked as an officer there for just more than a year. New London police officials tell Channel 3 that a victim of domestic violence reported to the Waterford Police Department on Thursday. Police eventually determined that the incident took place at a residence in New London. In a statement released by the New London Police Department, it details that a member of the department, Julio Gil Martinez, is being investigated by the Office of the State's Attorney, New London Judicial District. This after Gil Martinez was arrested Saturday. A bond has been set for $75,000, and again, Gil Martinez will face a judge happening this morning. Make sure you stay with Channel 3 for all of the updates throughout the day. In New London, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Marcy. And then we had, guess what? The second one. New London police officer told woman, we both died tonight during domestic assault. Warrant says. Here's the second one. New London, a local police officer's arrest followed a tumultuous clash during which he cut himself and tried to get a woman he knows to take the blame for his injuries, according to the warrant for his arrest. You did this, Julio Gil Martinez said to the 20-year-old early Thursday after he held a broken plate toward her, saying, we'll both die tonight, the warrant says. Julio Gil Martinez, 29, was arrested Saturday and charged with second-degree threatening, third-degree assault, second-degree strangulation, first-degree unlawful restraint, and interfering with an emergency call, police said. Besides threatening the woman, he grabbed her by the hair and covered her mouth, making it hard for her to breathe, police said. Gil Martinez posted his $75,000 bail. He was arraigned in State Superior Court in New London Monday and was told to return on January 13th, 2025. He's on paid administrative leave. Brian Wright, chief of New London Police Department, said Monday, well, at least he's getting paid. According to the warrant, the woman who had been involved in a dispute with Gil Martinez over allegations of cheating woke up on the couch in Gil Martinez's apartment at 5 o'clock in the morning Thursday to him caressing her and begging her to come to bed. She refused, after which he left and returned turned down the heat, took off her socks, and removed her blanket so she would be cold, the woman told police. She went upstairs, took the blanket back, and he took it away again, after which she decided to intentionally break 3 glass cups in the kitchen, according to the warrant. When he ran downstairs to see what was happening, she ran up to the bedroom and locked herself in, only to have him force the door open with his shoulder, it said. Gil Martinez then grabbed her forcefully from behind and she tried to push him away. But when she couldn't, she began to scream, the warrant said. He responded by jumping on top of her and covering her mouth and nose with his hands until she felt she couldn't breathe and thought she was going to die, it said. When Gil Martinez stopped covering her face, she tried to call 911 by holding the side button of her iPhone, which the warrant said has a feature that allows one to dial 911 discreetly. But when he noticed the phone was doing a countdown to call 911, he grabbed the phone and got very angry, the warrant said. He accused the woman of trying to end my career, covering her mouth again, and grabbed the back of her head, pulled her away from the bed and all the way down the stairs to the basement, according to the warrant. When she tried to run away, he chased after her, grabbed her by her hair, pulled her backwards, and she fell, hitting the back of her head and hurting her fingers, it said. The victim stated that at that point she felt dizzy and knew that there was no way to escape from the accused, the warrant said. Gil Martinez then grabbed a ceramic silver-colored plate, intentionally broke it, grabbed one of the sharp pieces and tried to cut his wrist with it, the woman told investigators. It didn't work, the warrant said. He told her the plan was that she had to grab a knife and make it look like she was going to stab him, the warrant said. The woman said no, after which he turned the piece of broken plate toward her, put it up to her neck, and told her that either she make a video of such a scenario or we both die tonight, it said. She said she had to go to the bathroom, after which he escorted her upstairs, and when she came out, she saw him grab a serrated knife and cut his leg, the warrant said. He then cut his forearm and told the woman, "You did this," the woman told police. He put the knife to his neck when she tried to take it away from him. He held it to her neck, the warrant said. He grabbed another knife and cut his forearm, prompting her to cry and ask him to please stop cutting himself, according to the warrant. She asked him to just go to bed, and he agreed, but in the morning he again wanted her to make a video to save his career, the warrant said. She at first refused, but eventually did it, after which he calmed down and she was able to leave at about 2:50 p.m., it said. The victim added that she was afraid for her life and that she knows he would try to hurt her if he loses his career, the warrant said. New London Police said in a news release that the victim had gone to Waterford Police Department to report the incident on Thursday evening. They added that a member of the New London Police Department also reported the incident concurrently to New London Police. Later, early on Friday morning, the two walked into the New London Police Department together and said they wanted to change their statements, according to the warrant. They wanted to clarify that Gil Martinez was cut by a cat, the warrant said. When the woman was taken to an interview room for questioning, the investigating officer pointed out that the woman could be charged with making a false statement if she was caught lying, and she began to cry, according to the warrant. She said she loved Gil Martinez and didn't want him to lose his career, it said. When a sergeant met separately with Gil Martinez, he said he wanted to talk to a lawyer before making any statements, the warrant said. Anyone with information about the incident involving Gil Martinez can contact the London Police Department Detective Bureau at 860-447-1481 or anonymously submit information via the city's tip by texting NLPD tip plus the information to tip 411-847-411. And that's what that's about. So then, I'm guessing we, at some point, are getting to the bottom of this, right? We're in the first and the second one. And then what happened? Apparently, they didn't get the hint. Connecticut officer arrested for third time in domestic violence case. Police, a Connecticut police officer, was arrested again in connection with a domestic violence incident that allegedly took place last year. There's the loser. He looks like a piece of work. Julio Gil Martinez, 28, of New London, was arrested for violating a protective order last week, police said. Gil Martinez was placed on administrative leave in November and remains on leave, according to the New London Police. He's been employed with the police department since 2023. Gil Martinez was previously charged with disorderly conduct, unlawful restraint, criminal mischief, and violating protective order, police said. He was arrested in January, the Hartford Current reported. New London Police Department's Detective Bureau urges anyone with information in the case to contact, and that's that information again. So, yeah. So, wow. A lot of going around with this one. I'm guessing that's it, right? Think again. Guess who? Guess where we're at? New London police officers' fourth arrest raises domestic violence concerns. What does it? It took 4? Is that where we're at? All right.
Now at 6, the rap sheet of a New London police officer facing domestic violence charges continues to grow. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Hartman.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. Julio Gil Martinez was arrested on Wednesday, the 4th time in the last 5 months. He was also arrested on March 17th and in January for violating a restraining order that his ex-girlfriend has against him. The first arrest happened last November in connection to a domestic violence incident.
Gil Martinez has been on administrative leave from the New London Police Department. Police Chief Brian Wright released a statement on the recent arrest, and he said, quote, "The situation is a tragedy that impacts not only those directly involved, but also our entire community," end quote.
The case is just one of many domestic violence-related incidents in our state, and Fox 61's Alicia Hercules spoke with an advocate about the resources available for victims.
What can someone do when they're dealing with someone who constantly violates protective orders related to domestic violence? An advocate says it's important to keep an eye out for the red flags and do not wait to report an incident.
These are unfortunately not as uncommon as we want them to be.
They're not.
Attorney James Bergen says that incidents involving repeated domestic violence offenses are scary. But in the case of New London officer Julio Gil Martinez, Bergen finds the case even more disturbing.
And when you have a police officer charged with the opposite of keeping the peace, it's disturbing. And then when you have a series, it raises so many questions.
What can a victim of domestic violence do if they find themselves in a situation where a partner is constantly violating protection agreements? Megan Scanlon, the CEO of the Connecticut Coalition Against Domestic Violence, says that noticing and reporting the red flags is key in these situations.
Anytime that we have somebody that it has a pattern of behavior where they're going to violate a restraining order or protective order that's in place, we as advocates consider that a red flag.
Scanlon says that someone exhibiting this pattern of behavior increases the threat level that a victim is facing regarding their safety. Scanlon says it's important to know all the legal protections that a victim can obtain, like a civil restraining order or a criminal protective order, which can be enforced by law, especially if they're dealing with a violent or repeat offender.
Those are both pieces of paper that can be enforced through the judicial system. So they should have no reservation about enlisting law enforcement and calling them. So that
See, they keep saying all this, but when it's law enforcement that's doing it, and now we're up to the 4th time with this one, what are they supposed to do?
they can enforce those orders.
For any victim of domestic violence uncomfortable contacting law enforcement to report abuse, Scanlon says they can contact CT Safe Connect, Connecticut's statewide domestic violence resource line, to speak to an advocate. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Thank you.
Anyway, they're just going to talk about that. And then, I think this is just the same. Of course. Let's sit through an ad right quick. Because why queue up past them? Not much point.
Domestic violence charges continues to grow. Now at 6, the rap sheet of a new London police officer facing domestic violence charges continues to grow. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Hartman.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. Julio Gil Martinez was arrested on Wednesday, the 4th time in the last 5 months. He was also arrested on March 17th and in January for violating a restraining order that his ex-girlfriend has against him. The first arrest happened last November in connection to a domestic violence incident.
Gil Martinez has been on administrative leave from the New London Police Department. Police Chief Brian Wright released a statement on the recent arrest, and he said, quote, "The situation is a tragedy that impacts not only those directly involved, but also our entire community," end quote.
The case
But how many times? This is the fourth time with the same one, and here we still are.
is just one of many domestic violence-related incidents in our state, and Fox 61's Alicia Hercules spoke with an advocate about the resources available for victims.
What can someone
Yeah,
do when
okay.
they're dealing with
This was, I thought I had to, they were alike at the end. Anyway, yeah, that's where we're at with this one. And it's still going on, and I guess it'll be up to 10 or 12 before it's over. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, 92% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. You got your phone in your hand, you're at your laptop, click the button, and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.